Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to J.P.'s World of Wrestling. I am your man, J.P. And man, right now it is probably about a quarter to 4 in the morning right now. Obviously, I'm not asleep. I should be, but I'm not. My wife's not here. She's off to at a conference, and so I'm pretty much by myself for the weekend. So last weekend, I actually finally hooked up my Xbox. And when I say hooked up my Xbox, I mean an original Xbox. Not I have an Xbox 360, but it's not hooked up. I have an original OG Xbox, and I've got like a big stack of games for it. And I've been playing some shooter games and some basketball games and some Grand Theft Auto games. And one of the games, actually the game that I got the Xbox for was Roller Coaster Tycoon, which I have. I was going to go, because I was kind of on the fence. Do I go with Xbox or do I go with PlayStation 2? So then I was at a video store. Yes, I do remember when we actually had video stores. But I was in a video store. It was probably 2003 or 2004. And a friend of mine, me and a friend of mine were in a video store in Bend, Oregon, because we were both working for the same Christian summer camp at the time. And so he looks around in the game section and he lifts it up and shows it to me. I'm like, oh my goodness, it was Roller Coaster Tycoon for the Xbox. So that kind of made my decision for me. I got the Xbox because of Roller Coaster Tycoon. But that's not what I'm here to talk about. I'm here to talk about this game, Showdown Legends of Wrestling. Now, there weren't really a whole lot of wrestling games for the Xbox. WWF came out with 2 games, which is Raw. Actually, they came out with 3 games: Raw 2, and then WrestleMania 21. A lot of the WWE games were for PlayStation, but Acclaim came out with this game. Now, this box is kind of messed up, as you can see, because back when I had a dog, my dog got a hold of the box and kind of chewed it up. But the game is okay. So the game, I have this for both Xbox and PlayStation 2. I kind of prefer the one for PlayStation 2 just a little bit better, just because I don't know, the graphics are a little bit better. But I think this is an underrated game. A lot of gamers talk about this game, but they talk about it like with kind of a negative thought process, because it's not a WWE game, it's not a THQ game, and the controls are just kind of weird, but the controls are not as weird as the first 2 games. This is actually the third Legends of Wrestling game that they came out with. I played the first one, then I played the second one, and I didn't really like the controls. But then they changed the controls a bit, and the controls became more manageable. So I actually really like this game. It's sometimes it's kind of glitchy, which is a drawback, but it's not like for serious gaming. It's more for nostalgia, because there's a lot of legendary wrestlers on this game. The funny thing is back in, I want to say 2000, I don't know, 8 or 9, something like that. My first wife on Monday nights would have her best friend from work come over, and they would watch Monday Night Raw. And this is at a time when I had a job where I had to get up at 2:30 in the morning. So I went to bed early, so I didn't stay up to watch Raw. But one time her friend came over and saw this game and picked it up. She's like, "Man, how old is this game?" And I said, "It's actually not that old." She's like, oh, but look at all these old guys. I'm like, well, Showdown Legends of Wrestling. They're all legends on this game. And she just kind of said something snarky or something. I don't know, but it doesn't matter. But anyway, yeah. So I like this game. I'm personally I enjoy this game. I play it quite a bit just because I like it. But there are various exhibition matches. You know, you can have ladder matches, cage matches, tables matches, hardcore matches, whatever. And you can have tournaments. You can do like a story mode where you pick a wrestler, then you go through all the genre. Like you go through I think the 60s, the 70s, 80s, and then the 90s. Then if you don't pick Hulk Hogan, you fight Hulk Hogan at the end. Then there's classic mode where they put you in classic matches in which you have a scenario that you have to pass. Like, for example, there's a Jerry Lawler Andy Kaufman match where you're Andy Kaufman and you're beaten down, like your energy's almost all the way gone, and Lawler's fresh. Basically, you have to mount a comeback as Andy Kaufman. So, but Uh, but yeah, all my favorite all-time wrestlers are on this game. I think what it was is when this game came out, they were able to license out a bunch of wrestlers who were not currently under contract with any other major promotion. And then some of them may have been technically with WWE, and WWE maybe may have given special permission for Acclaim to put out this game. For what I understand, though, because Bobby Heenan, Tony Schiavone, and Larry Zbyszko did commentary for this game. From what I understand from Tony Schiavone is Acclaim never ever paid them for this game. Ever. They never got paid for doing commentary for this game. Like after all these years, Acclaim still owes them money for the game, which it doesn't surprise me. But anyway, yeah, so it's got Hogan, obviously, Sting, Warrior, Andre the Giant, Macho Man, and many, many, many more. You know, there's a lot of, there's Bret Hart, the Road Warriors on this game, the Steiner Brothers, Dusty Rhodes is on this game, Roddy Piper, all the favorites, all the all-time greats, even the entire Von Erich family, almost, well, not the entire Von Erich family, but like um, Kerry Von Erich and Kevin Von Erich and Fritz Von Erich are all three on this game. Uh, and you can create a wrestler too. There's a create a wrestler option, and which is very cool. And like the options that they give you for create a wrestler are actually pretty good. They're actually pretty impressive, I must say. And what's also very cool is there's also a bunch of classic arenas. Classic arenas like the Philadelphia Spectrum, Madison Square Garden, the Texas Arena, and um, Pontiac Silverdome is on this game, and then the Tokyo Dome, and there's just a bunch of classic arenas on this game. And I do a lot of tournaments just because it's, I don't know, just something to do that's not just a match. But you can pick singles tournament, tag team tournament, whatever. So the only bad thing about this game is there's no like title. There's no titles or anything. You just wrestle in various matches. But it's a fun game. I like it. I enjoy it. So Showdown Legends of Wrestling. What is cool though, another thing that's cool about this game is custom soundtracks. Like during the match, if you have music burned or uploaded onto your Xbox, you can listen to it while playing this game. So that's pretty cool. And it's actually true. Like some games advertise that you can listen to custom soundtrack. You can listen to your own music, but then you can't really. So anyway, Showdown Legends of Wrestling. rated T for teen because of blood and violence. Imagine violence on a wrestling game. Anyway, I always like that game. That's just me. Even though it was glitchy, and even though there was no titles, it was so fun. Anyway, this is just kind of a late night, like a very late night video that I'm doing just because I'm bored. I'm not tired. I probably should have tried gone to bed hours ago, but I was playing Xbox and rocking out to some Megadeth. So, anyway, that's going to do it for this video. So if you are new, you can go ahead and please like the video. You can subscribe to my channel. And I will see you next time.